Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and honor guest. How many of you here have been to a motivational seminar? How many of you were moved and inspired by the speaker? Do you guys have goosebumps? I had that experience over 15 years ago when I first attended my first motivational seminar. I don't remember who the speaker was or what his speech was about, but somewhere during his speech, he said something that was so moving, so inspiring, it sent a chill up my spine. I have goosebumps all over my body. At that moment, I told myself, I want to do that. I want to motivate. I want to inspire people. My first opportunity came during my first year of college. I go to school in North Dakota. It's a 4-hour drive from here. Back then, I was quiet, shy guy. Plus, I didn't have a car. So coming home was a big challenge for me. It didn't take long for me to run into another quiet and shy guy who also happened to be from the Twin City, and he had a car. So I persuaded him. I said, if you ever come down to the Twin City, please take me with you. He agreed. True to his word, the next break from school, he invited me with. Let me remind you, this is a 4-hour drive back. And when you have two quiet guys in the same car, there wasn't much talking. So I decided I need to break the silence. I turned over to him and said, "You have a girlfriend?" He glanced back at me and shook his head no. A minute later, he mustered a sentence. "I'm shy, I don't know how to talk to a girl." At that point, I know it's a perfect opportunity for me to motivate him. So I don't know what came over me, but the words started to fly out of my mouth. So for the next 3.5 hours, I was speaking non-stop, trying to motivate and inspire this guy to take action. I was speaking on a subject where I know nothing about. You know the saying, fake it until you make it? Back then, I sounded like an expert. So when he dropped me off that day at my parents' house, I don't know if he was motivated or inspired by my speech, but one thing I do know, I got goosebumps all over my body, just off my own speech. So I decided, feeling motivated and inspired, I'm going to put this principle to the test. The principle that I was preaching to this poor guy. Surprisingly, it worked. I began to attract more and more beautiful women towards me. My confidence level shoot up like a rocket. One of my ex-girlfriends once said, "Wanny, if you use your confidence in business the same way you use a woman, you can be very successful." She was right. All the women that I dated after her was very successful. They have money, they pay for my expense, food, they buy me clothes, and lots of gifts. I'm not saying this to brag or just let you know that I'm mooching off of them. I was just being myself, self-confident. So with this newfound confidence, rather than pursuing my dream of becoming a speaker, I was chasing women and money. So throughout the year, I became very successful. I did make a lot of money, and I lost a lot of money.